begotten by the same lust and threat that got us all walking on this earth, but gone wrong somehow in the maternal womb. Not fit for living.
How does a horror maestro and king of the macabre shift from a long-time supernatural stint to a film solely rooted in reality? Pretty damn easily, it turns out. Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley, his first film since his Academy Award-winning The Shape of Water, delivers as a meaty neo-noir, even if his usual spectacle isn't as present as some may expect. Bradley Cooper plays Stan, a silver-tongued carny who craves the better things in life. He works his way up from the wreckage of his childhood home to the freak show where he meets his beloved Molly, and eventually to the big city, where he'll cross paths with the scintillating Dr. Lilith Ritter. But as Stan grows, so does his hubris. Stan's got it down pat though, you see. Armed with a sweet innocent farm boy routine and a mouthful of straight teeth, he easily works his way through anyone who can get him a leg up. But, as Nightmare Alley would call out several times, Stan's got pieces missing, and nobody he tries to use to fill the void quite meets his needs. Cooper works through his character's troubles with ease as he effortlessly switches between sinister and sincere, but it's Rooney Mara and Cate Blanchett who shine the brightest as the film's leading ladies. Though her screen time is shorter than her counterparts, Toni Collette's Xena earns an honorable mention among the impeccable ensemble too. It seems classic Hollywood homages are in this year. Like Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, betcha never thought that would be a comparison that would crop up here, Nightmare Alley shows off several vintage artistic tricks. Transitions make use of creeping black fade frames while Lilith's office aesthetic crept right out of an old movie. While I can't say that Nightmare Alley doesn't earn its runtime at 2 hours and 20 minutes, it does struggle from a bit of an imbalance. The first act is the best and brightest by far. Narratively, the sparkle of New York seems dull against the gritty human backdrop of Stan and Molly's roots. Still, its themes are where Nightmare Alley truly shines. Del Toro challenged himself with making something rooted in reality, and it's impossible to question his execution. The film delivers jaw-droppingly brutal punishments while delightfully humming the old adage that nice is different than good. Death is present here, but it's not the key player. This is about comeuppance and suffering. Not to be morbid, but that suffering is delicious. It's palpable and so well earned that it's hard to leave the film unsatisfied. If you thought the macabre would be set aside along with the supernatural, worry not. Not only does Nightmare Alley deliver on the gruesomeness you've come to expect from Del Toro, its presence is rooted heavily in one of the film's key themes. The brutality of man, both in passivity and direct action, is on sharp display throughout. Casual, quiet murder meets savage violence, all of which is presented in a full, practical buffet. Despite some story struggles along the way, the final act of Nightmare Alley is a triumph. All of the film's quiet barbarism is met by the kind of punishment that death could only hope to be. The final moments of the protagonist's despair are so well earned that it's difficult not to leave the theater without at least a little bit of a grin on your face. While different from Guillermo del Toro's typical supernatural and sci-fi tales, Nightmare Alley stays firmly rooted in the reality. The brutality of man is on stark display here, but it's no match for the film's femme fatale and its kindly lead. Though it's slow in parts and suffers from a bit of an imbalance from act to act, the finale delivers a comeuppance worthy of the history books. For more, check out what we thought about West Side Story and Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. And for everything else, stick with IGN.
If you displease the right people, the world closes in on you very, very fast.